are you doing?
Sorry. I'm sorry. We thought you were someone else. Successful test.
The movie is named Ghostbusters, and it's a funny combination of two kinds of movies that usually don't work very well together. On the one hand, this is a big-budget special effects picture with lots of sensational, earth-shaking adventures in it. And on the other hand, it's a very funny movie to listen to because of the sly and understated dialogue. The characters in this movie say some very funny things. In this scene, Sigourney Weaver becomes a potential customer for the Ghostbusters when she realizes that her apartment has become inhabited by a strange form of psychic energy that likes its eggs sunny side up.
And then I slammed the refrigerator door and I left. That was 2 days ago, and I haven't been back to my apartment.
Generally, you don't see that kind of behavior in a major appliance. What do you think it was?
Well, if I knew what it was, I wouldn't be here.
Egon, what do you think?
She's telling the truth. At least she thinks she is.
Well, of course I'm telling the truth. Well, who would make up a story like that?
Some are people who just want attention. Others are just nutballs who come in off the street. You know what it could be? Past life experience intruding on present time.
Could be erased memory stored in the collective unconscious. I wouldn't rule out clairvoyance or telepathic contact either.
Sorry. I don't believe in any of those things.
Well, that's all right. I don't either. But there are some things we do, standard procedures in a case like this, which often bring us results. Well, I could go to Hall of Records and check out the structural details in the building. Tell you what, I'll take Miss Barrett back to her apartment and check her out. I'll go check out Miss Barrett's apartment. Okay?
I love that line about the major appliance.
Right.
The Ghostbusters there were Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Harold Ramis. And one of the best things about this movie is the low-key, cynical dialogue that they exchange in a scene like that. I love listening to this movie. They sound like a bunch of old college roommates who are all in on the same joke. And that National Lampoon, Second City, Saturday Night Live style dialogue works surprisingly well with the movie's big special effects scenes like this one, where the Ghostbusters approach a psychic whirlpool that threatens Manhattan.
She's a dog.
Usually when a movie has a lot of special effects, there's the danger that the characters will look like they're simply standing around posing in front of the special effects. Not in Ghostbusters. This is one of the slyest, wittiest big-budget movies I've seen in a long time, and the climactic scene where Manhattan is threatened by this really unexpected 20-story high monster has one of the funniest single shots I've ever seen, and I would tell you what that shot was, but it would spoil that moment of wonderful surprise, so my lips are sealed.
It comes out from another planet, I think, is basically the whole idea. The idea does. I think it's very funny, too, and I think you broke the film right into its two parts, the special effects story and this personal, whimsical dialogue between these guys, particularly led by Bill Murray. I like the second part better than the special effects stuff. I think it worked less well than you did. Murray, to me, is very funny. He's the leavening in this whole film, throwing these asides and constantly. This woman turns into a sort of a fire-breathing, lusty character, and he walks in and he says to her, that's a new look for you. You know, that's very, very funny stuff. And another critic, David Denby, New York Magazine, compared his role in this picture, quite properly, I thought, to W.C. Fields or Groucho Marx, who's always walking around their films saying, you know, winking at the audience. And Bill Murray provides that function here, and he does it beautifully.
Well,
it's a Bill Murray movie, and I loved it more than the special effects.
Okay, I love Bill Murray. What about Harold Ramis, who is not very well known? He's directed a couple of movies. This is his first big movie as an actor. He's the one who he's the wise guy. He's the one who always has the long explanation. And the deadpan way that he delivers that is great. Aykroyd plays a basic Aykroyd character. These three guys could go on, like the Marx Brothers, if necessary, and make 6 more movies. They only should.
The person will make it work. It'll be Bill Murray and Groucho's role.
2 thumbs up for Ghostbusters. A really funny movie that combines great special effects with wonderfully sly dialogue, although Gene liked the dialogue better than the effects. We both think it's one of the summer's winners.